But there you go. They've got Danny Rohl, who seemed to be Kevin Thelwell's pick for this job, for some period of time. So much so that he kind of had a look at him in the summer before deciding that Russell Martin was a better manager and overlooking him. And now he's going back to him. And every time that the American owners tried to go a different way, if they sat down with Gerrard, they've sat down with Muscat, various others, it always seemed to fall down at the end because they had a look and they didn't fancy the structure or working with Kevin Thelwell, Greta Steinson. So in the end, everybody fell over and Kevin Thelwell got his guy in. And, Greta Steinson as well, I would imagine, will be pleased with that. Where it leaves Rangers, well, do you know what? I actually feel quite sorry for Danny Rohl in many ways because he's going to be seen as that guy. He's going to be seen as a Steinson Thelwell pick, which puts him in a bad spot from day one. I wish him luck because what a task he's taken on. It'd be great if he came in and it was some masterstroke. But that looks like a big ask, doesn't it? It's a really big ask, and he'll feel the ferocity of the job and the intensity of it right from day one. He's not going to get a lot of breathing space. Certainly wanted the job, dead keen for it. So now he has to show and back it up. It's interesting as well, though, isn't it, that the appointment's made and the press release comes out, and it's men's team head coach.
Yeah,
that's what you're dealing with now. This is what the Rangers' job is: men's team head coach. And something about that, I think, will sort of sit uneasily with the Rangers supporters as well. It almost feels like a sort of deliberate, calculated attempt to dilute and devalue the position. It's the Rangers manager's job you're talking about. Why are you calling it that? I mean, there's an office right at the top of the marble staircase in the main stand at Ibrox, manager's office, and it's always been the manager's office since the days of Bill Struth. I think his bowler hat is still on a hat stand inside that. It's historic. And yet now, I hear it's getting used on match days. It's where Andrew Kavanagh and Parag Marath go to have a quiet drink away from everybody. It's I don't know. That the whole thing about Rangers is, that there is that history there. There's that status. There's a gravitas to the whole thing. And I think had Rangers got Steven Gerrard, Kevin Muscat, somebody of that ilk, that would have given a bit of heavyweight feel to the appointment. This feels like a lightweight appointment. It feels like one for the hipsters. But I wish him well because he's obviously bold enough to throw himself into this one, and let's see how he gets on. It's just funny that all the things that the other candidates looked at and didn't like, he seems perfectly happy with. So that'll be interesting as well.
We've got plenty of comments coming in already, Keith, and if you want to have your say on Rangers' new manager Danny Rohl, please get in touch, get involved in the conversation. We'll also hear from Record Sports' Andy Newport a little bit later on his thoughts on Danny Rohl, and also, Keith, we'll talk a little bit about Celtic and their, woeful showing at Dens Park yesterday.
It's incredible. It really is incredible that these two clubs, as high and mighty as they are, as powerful as they are, that they've got themselves into a state like this just now.
I know.
The Rangers one as well. Well, obviously, comments will be pouring in as usual. I'd like to know: can anybody out there make it make sense? Can anybody out there? Because I'm just looking at purely from a Rangers perspective, from the supporters' point of view. I think they'll be looking for reasons to get excited, and rightly so. So they should be looking for a reason to go, do you know what, I can buy into this and get behind the guy, and hopefully everything starts to pick up. And that's exactly as it should be. But when you kind of take a step back from it, and what sort of parallel universe are we now living that a guy that his only managerial achievement to date is a 12th place finish in the English Championship gets considered, gets even quoted in the conversation to become the Rangers manager or men's team's head coach? I think it's extraordinary. I mean, it just that if you tried to pull a stunt like this 3-4 years ago, even I don't know, 6 months ago. You'd get chased out of town for it. And yet here we are. And bear in mind, I keep coming back to it, this was a guy that was deemed to not be as qualified for the position as Russell Martin was in the summer by the geniuses who made that appointment. So yeah, if it doesn't work, it's going to get really toxic really quickly, I think.